This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Parshas Eikev. In Parshas Eikev, we have a very important pasuk. Ki lo ya'ala alechem levado yichya ha'adam, ki al kol moitza fi Hashem yichya ha'adam. For on bread alone man does not live. This is a very important pasuk. Even when one eats, one is not sustained by just the physical nutrition of the food. There's a certain spiritual quality of food that nourishes the neshama as well. So the pasuk says, Eretz chita u'sa'ira v'gefen u'seina v'rimoin Eretz zei shemen u'dvash. The Shivas Haminim shenishtabcha Eretz Yisrael. So there's a very interesting Gemara in Sukkah, Daf Hei Amud Beis, in Brachos, Mem Aleph, in Erevin, Daf Daled. The Gemara says, Shiurim da'iraisa nenu. All the Shiurim are biblical, they're da'iraisa. All the Shivas Haminim are for specific Shiurim. Chita. What's a chita for? If somebody goes into a bayis hamenuga, a house that has saras on it, how much time would one have to spend in the house to contract tumah? Kedei achilas pras. That's what chita is for. Sa'ira. What's the barley corn for? Etzem kisa'ira, to be metame. Etzem kisa'ira metame b'mago uv'masa. Gefen. What's the gefen for? What's the size of the grape for? Size of the grape, the Gemara says, Kedei revi'as yayin l'nazer. Te'ena, for Haitzah and Shabbos. Shabbos, one is only chayv for Haitzah. Kegroigeris. Remain, for Kalim, if Kalim have a hole in it. Eretz zei shemen udvash. The Gemara darshans. Eretz shekol shiurah kezeisim. The Gemara says, kol shiurah sakadaitach. No, most of the shiurim are kezayis. And then finally the Gemara says, Tvash achila on Yom HaKippurim is kekoiseves. Says the Shloah HaKadosh, it's not a coincidence that every important fruit is for a shiur. Says the Shloah, it's a reminder that at the time of Achila, one should think about what they're eating and realize that aside from the physical value of the food, every food has a spiritual quality in it. And the spiritual quality of the food nourishes the neshama. And furthermore, says the Shloah, when you're eating, you're reminded that the food reminds you of a certain halacha, which to me, I think this is very important to review. From this Gemara, we see a very important yesod, that everything in the physical world reminds us of a specific halacha. When you look at a grape, it's not a grape, it's something to help you remember shir revi'as. It's not a zayis, it's something to help you remember the shiurim of kezeisim. Everything in the physical world is a concretization of Torah. It's a certain way to look at the world. When you look at a tree, what's a tree? A tree is a davar that is subject to hilchos arla, hilchos revai, meaning the world is a world of Torah. Everything that exists in the world is to remind you of certain halachas. The Shloah gives further examples, even the fingers of the hand. The Gemara in Ksuba says, the zeres, the pinky is to measure the zeres of the chayshen. The next finger, the kmitza, is when the kohen takes the kmitza, the bottom finger of the kmitza is the kmitza. The amma, the middle finger, is to measure amos habinyan, amos hamishkan. The etzba is to measure etzbais. The goydel is for the matnas vahoinos, and so on and so forth. In other words, the world, everything in this world comes to reality through halachas of the Torah. With this, says the Shloah HaKadosh, we can answer a very important question. The Kli Yakar brings in Parshas B'chukaisai, this is a very fundamental question. We know the whole Tachlis HaBriya is for Olam Haba, and yet nowhere in the Torah does it talk about Olam Haba. Olam Haba is omitted from the Chumash. The Kli Yakar B'chukaisai gives 10 answers to this question. But says the Shloah HaKadosh, no, it's a mistake to think the Torah doesn't talk about Olam Haba. The rain, what's rain? We think the rain are physical droplets that come down in Hashemayim. No, that's the way the rain appears to us. But the Yesod, the Iker, what's rain? There's a shoyresh of Geshem in the Olam HaRuchni, which is reserved as the Schar in Olam Haba. And in the Olam Yisrael there's something called Geshem, there's something called Geshamim. And we don't understand what it is. We don't know what it is. That's the Olam Haba. But the Torah talks about it. The Torah talks about V'nosati Gishmeichem Be'itam. The way we relate to it is the way we see the rain, the physical rain come down in Hashemayim. But that's not the rain b'shayresh. The rain b'shayresh is in the Olam Yisrael Yoinim, is in Olam Haba. So says the Shla, in fact the Torah discusses the Yehudim of Olam Haba. But the way we relate to it is in the physical world. But even in the physical world is merely a concretization of the Olam Haruchani. So everything that we see, all the trees that we see, all the rivers that we see, the atmosphere that we see, is the physical concretization of Olamais Haruchanim. Now, moose, there are no moose as we know, and so there are no spiritual moose either. So that's just, to point out, don't be fooled by that. But everything we see in this world, there's Shamayim, there's a Shamayim, by Olam Yisrael Yoinim, there's an Aretz by Olam Yisrael Yoinim, and even the fruits that we have are B'shoyresh Dinei Torah. The Chita is for Bayis Hamanuga, the Sar is for Etzem Kesaira, and so on and so forth. So really, it's an Olam of Torah. Whatever you see around you, it's various materializations of Halachos of the Torah.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.